A gannet is diving into the ocean to hunt for sardines. The bird's height in feet, f of x, and the time after its dive in seconds, x, can be modeled by the function f of x equal to 1/2 x minus 4 quantity squared minus 2. First, we have to find the x-intercepts of the function and then describe what they mean in context of the story. Recall that the x-intercepts are the points where the graph crossed through the x-axis, and that happens exactly at the coordinate 2, 0 and 6, 0. Hence, the x-intercepts are at 2, 0 and 6, 0. In terms of the story, the coordinate 2, 0, the first x-intercept, that's when the bird enters the water. The second x-intercept, 6, 0, that's when the bird exits the water. Let's check out the next key feature, and this time we have to find the vertex and then describe what it means in terms of the story. The vertex is going to be determined by the minimum since we have a parabola that's concave up, and that point is this one right here, 4, -2. In terms of the story, the vertex is how far the bird or the gannet had to dive in order to catch the sardine. Moving on, now we have to identify the key feature and then explain what it means in terms of the story. So from what height did the gannet start from? Looking at the graph, the gannet starts at this point right here, 0, 6, and recall that the y-intercept, that's the point where the graph crosses through the y-axis. So here, we're going to identify the key feature as the y-intercept. And we can say that the gannet is 6 feet in the air before it begins its dive. Moving on, at 8 seconds mark, what was the height of the gannet? Was the gannet diving into the water or exiting from the water? So here we're looking at the seconds, and the seconds are determined by the x values. So let's look at the x-axis and look for 8. So 8's right here. Let me go ahead and circle it. And you can see that at 8 seconds, we're getting the trajectory of the gannet when it's exiting the water. So at 8 seconds, it's 6 feet in the air. So let me write that down. The answer is 6 feet, and the gannet is exiting from the water.